since we're talking about the subject, and again, I want to make sure we shine as much light on this album as possible because beautiful piece of work. Let's get into it real quick since we're on it. Your favorite song on the album and why?
Uh,
From Naptown to the world.
it changes, believe it or not, like depending on the mood, because I think we did a good job with that project in terms of stretching how many moods were on it, because I wanted it to be reflective of what a day is like in Nap.
Okay.
And you don't get in Nap is so many things, like you really can't guess what's going to happen. Like it's always been a expect unexpected place for me,
Right.
right? But
Mm-hmm.
even when something happens, like you're split between the middle of that doesn't surprise me much because this is indie,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other side is like this is kind of crazy that we go through this on an everyday basis. So for me, I think it depends. Like right now, I'd probably say To the Front is probably my favorite track right now, but only because I love how much went into that record alone. Like three different instrumentals, production from three different great people. I mean, like I had my second biggest fan. My mom is my biggest fan, but my second biggest fan, he's on the record. He got to play a part as a voice actor at the end. Like we had the
Okay.
homeboys on there, friends on there, DJ Draftpicks on it. Like it's just a full record, and it
I
took a
got you.
long time to make. So that right now has been on repeat. But for Naptown to the World, the title track is also a favorite for sure.
Okay, now this could have been a marketing strategy on your part, or maybe it's just a human error. But is that Skip on Kick It that you didn't mention his name and
It
he rapped on
is,
it?
and I'm so sorry. I don't know why that it came out like that.
Okay,
I hit up my distributor about it. I don't know what that was about, but I thought it was dope too because following up on like the reviews and response to the project was like some people didn't notice that he was on there. Some people did notice and they hit me up about it.
right,
Skip don't care, but
right,
but no, but that verse is so hard to me. Like
right.
he's
I heard it because
amazing.
that's my
He's
favorite
amazing.
song on here. That's my favorite song.
That's a deep song because my cousin, who actually is a victim of getting hit by accident because he was chilling,
Yeah.
he's on that hook. So that
Mm,
song is just it's bigger than the music at that point. And then it's clips. The clips are from his shooting that you hear of the news.
yeah.
So yeah, so it's very intentional what we try to do with that. And when Skip heard that record, he wrote two verses. He spit both of them to me, and we had to choose one. And so yeah, it was
Nah,
a very
I
special
thought that
song.
was. I was like, did he do that on purpose? Because the way you led into it by using the name, and I was like, okay, maybe he did that as a surprise guest feature. And I'm like, if he did, that's brilliant. But now I know the story behind it. Yeah, that was an accident. It just happened to work out
Yeah,
that
it
way.
definitely was an accident, but yeah, man, I think all things work out the way they should. Huh?
Nah, hey man, great work on it, man. Again, seeing somebody coming up and that's it's almost like seeing the baton being passed and the city accepting the baton being passed to the younger, wave that's coming in. Because again, I was in college when Skip first came out,
Mm,
Woogie, I was at Ball State when they was doing their thing. And
mm.
coming back home and then seeing that cycle of new class coming in and as you say, being embraced more ways than one.
Yeah, and shout out to Skip, by the way. He just dropped his project, and his birthday
Sorry for
was,
my
I believe,
trauma
yesterday.
too. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Skip, man. Skip doing the damn thing. Um, I'm trying to make sure I get everything on this here. So if you don't mind explaining real quick to the audience the artwork, what was the idea and who all is in this photo? So for those that don't know.
So with the artwork, man, we went to world famous Hot Boys, which is a relatively new spot, chicken spot, hot
Mhm.
chicken spot.
Yeah.
Man, it has taken over the Fountain Square scene within the last year. It has just
Mhm.
been on a roll. They do tons of partnerships with the community that I think is really the reason why they found so much success is because they've embedded themselves in the community. They bought into, not only that Fountain Square energy, but they have allowed the city to pull up and be a part of what they got going on. They provide
Absolutely.
great music, and on top of that, I mean, great food. So for me, it was a no brainer to try to get and be a part of that scenery because I just love how that looks. I love the lights. I love how everything looks. And me and the owner have gotten cool. So shout out to him. And we were able to shoot there. But I wanted to make the cover look very much like a party. And
Okay.
it was tough because it was probably like 20 degrees, and
Right.
we were able to get the whole like that entire like what 30, 40 people to pull up on us and and take some pictures in the cold. So it was really dope. I think that the cover art really did do us justice, especially since like making editorial playlists for Apple Music and shit like that. So it's really cool to see everybody a part of it. Because my biggest thing is winning like album of the year, Midwest album of the year with Top View, like
Great
that.
segue. I was going to get to that. Great. Go ahead. That's
Like
great. Hey, go ahead. Go
when
ahead.
winning that stuff is cool, and I say that the reason that it's so cool for me is because everybody involved wins that award, right? Like it's not a individual achievement at that point, and for me, that makes it all the more worthwhile. Like every record, every person that sat in on a session that we may not have been able to get a song done, but you came in and gave your energy and said, "Hey, I like this joint." You encouraged me to put the joint on the album. You're a part of the process that helped win the album of the year. Like those are
Man,
the cool things
that's
that I really like.
beautiful. That's beautiful to be
Yeah.
at the stage of life you're at right now and have that championship mentality. Like, I didn't do it by myself, man. It's a team. We won this
Yeah.
as a team. This is a team championship right here. No,
Yeah,
for
man.
real.
My homeboy, man, my homeboy be getting on me sometimes because I say we. I say we about everything. But it's
Yeah.
because like, okay, I'm the oldest of seven. I come
Ah,
from
that's what. Okay, that
I
explains
come
it.
from a situation where leadership is imperative. Like you just have to be able to be considerate of everybody around you. And it's a family thing. My mom used to have me like raise a village.
I'm the oldest of
So
my siblings, so yeah, I went through the same. So
yeah,
that
man.
explains why the vibe makes sense for me on this album because you're the oldest. That makes now it all makes sense. Okay, I get it now. That there's a when you're making certain music, especially from personal experience, and I can
Mhm.
speak on this part. It, those that have gone through similar thresholds, challenges, obstacles, and overcame them, you're gonna relate to the music no matter who makes the music.
Right.
If they're going through the similar situation, they're able to paint that picture, you're gonna be able to connect with it instantly because you know that message. You got taught those same lessons coming up.
Right.